I predict a big crash still coming for Bitcoin. But enough of the nonsense, let's get into the charts. Today we're going to be talking about two scenarios like the rest of the week, and then we are going to be doing trade possibilities like usual. So on our main scenario, we are currently in this WXY on the 4-hourly time frame. This is still a move that has been taking very, very long. I mean, approximately 222 days now. So this move has been ranging, and we hope for Bitcoin to at some point break out of this trend here. This has been a very sideways action move, and we expect at some point for it to break out. Now, if we zoom in to this Y wave, now remember a Y wave is supposed to be an ABC. As you can see here, an A wave down, B wave up, and now a C wave to the downside. In this B wave, we have another WXY, which is all just 3-wave structures. So if you look here, an A wave up, B wave, and a C, an A, B, C in X, and an A, B, C in Y. So that is the move in the B wave. But the B wave has indeed, in my opinion, completed, and we are now looking for that C wave to the downside. On the hourly time frame, the C wave has already started. We already have a 5-wave structure to the downside, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So that is the start of our larger degree impulse. Remember, an impulse is a 5-wave structure. Whenever we are looking at C waves, we either look for a 5-wave structure, something like this, or we look for a diagonal, something like this. Also a 5-wave structure, but where wave 1 and wave 4 overlap. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So that would be wave 1 and wave 4 overlap in price action. So if we go to our move down at the moment in the C wave, we have an impulse down, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in the larger degree 1, as you can see here in purple. Wave 2 then had an ABC structure in it, as we predicted, and we had an A, B wave in a triangle, and a C, perfectly hitting our 1-to-1 ratio, perfectly for that C wave. So wave A and wave C were perfectly or almost exactly the same length. This was in our target ratio of the wave 2, the purple wave 2, as you can see the purple target at 63,912 to 65,061. So off that move, we have now indeed started that larger degree third wave down. This third wave will complete all the way down here, but I do expect somewhat of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 in that third wave. So that would be the move down. So this is the bearish scenario. The most bearish scenario on the chart would be that this is a double 1, 2, a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a massive crash to that downside, to that 47k region. But I think 47k could come quicker than we think, as third waves are often very fast with very short retracements. So if we zoom in even more to the 15-minute time frame, we can see that multiple 1-2s are playing out off this high in the wave 2. So a 1, 2, possible 3 still forming, 4, and then a 5. And in this 3 that is still forming, we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The invalidation sits at this level here at $61,575. The 1.618 for this mini 1-2, this green 1-2 here, if we measure it from here down, we can see the target for wave 3 sits at $59,152. This would be the minimum target for this wave 3 here, but I do expect this wave 3 could definitely extend a little bit for those multiple 4-5s that we see on the chart here. The 4-5, 4-5 into that wave 3. But that is the minimum target that has been set out. So this on the chart at the moment is our most bearish scenario, but also bullish. Once this move has finished, this massive C wave to the downside, we do expect those runs to the all-time highs. But then for our second scenario here on the 4-hourly time frame, we can see here that this is the most bullish scenario. So now we have, in this scenario, we have a completed WXY, a WXY finishing this correction over here. And now we are either supposed to be seeing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or what we are seeing now on the chart is a diagonal, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where wave 1 and wave 4 do indeed overlap, as explained before. So this is the move we have at the moment. Every move in a diagonal is a 3-wave structure. ABC, ABC, ABC as counted here, and now we have an ABC to the downside in that blue wave 4. So that is the move at the moment we are tracking. As we said before, we have a 5-wave structure over here. If we go to the hourly time frame to better see this, a 5-wave structure on the chart in A. Here you can see it here, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an ending diagonal in 5, and then a ABC in B. Perfectly again hitting that 1-to-1 ratio. They were around the same target for this green B wave. Now we are still seeing those impulsive structures to the downside, the double 1, 2 as talked about, or the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as talked about on the other chart. The one thing that has been hit here is the 886. Now in Elliott Wave theory, when the 886 is touched, the likelihood to take the low of where the 886 is touched here, so the low at $59,858 is very, very high, which is around $1,000 from where we are now. But it's very, very high to then take that low once the 886 has been touched, which it has been on this chart. The target for this wave C is the 1-to-1 ratio. Let's just change this color. The 1-to-1 ratio at the $57,703. After that, we should see a move here as another ABC, finishing that wave 5, finishing the larger degree wave 1, followed by a 3-wave structure in wave 2, and then blasting off to those all-time highs. That is what this chart does predict. Then at the moment, we are still on the same Elliott Wave channel we have been doing for ages now. We can see here that this is what I expect price to do in this entire bull market. A 1, 2, 3 incomplete, still 4, 5 in red, targeting around that $110,000, apologies, and $120,000 on the chart. That would be where I expect the bull market to end. Now currently we are in this red wave 3 in the 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we are seeing that wave 4 still being complete, possibly going to touch this bottom trend line here, as this bottom trend line has indeed been used as support before. This bottom trend line being touched, then possibly going up, finishing that wave 5, then the 4 and the 5 to finish that bull market. That is what I expect to occur on the higher degree time frame. Now for trade possibilities starting on the 4-hourly time frame. On the 4-hourly time frame, I would wait until this entire correction is indeed over. This 1-to-1 ratio at 45,390 would be the area where I long from, as we do expect a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. I did put 2 trades in our Discord on the 4-hourly time frame that do indeed short from these 2 levels, the 1-to-1 at 65,533 and the 1-to-1 at 64,441. Those I will keep running until this entire correction is over. This would be, in the end, somewhat of a 30% move. So that would be the good trade on the 4-hourly time frame. But now, at the moment, I think that opportunity is indeed missed, as the wave 3 is possibly now coming down. Then on the 1-hourly time frame, at the moment, I would wait until this entire green 4-5 is indeed complete before labeling this as a 1 of a larger 1, 2, and then down. I would, in the 1-hourly time frame, short from the target box that will be on the chart in the future from over here. That short would be the targeting that wave 3 move. Then on the 15-minute time frame, I would long from the bottom of this green waves here, the 5-wave move here. After this 3, 4, and a 5, I would long targeting that wave 2. Remember, we spoke about the wave 1 and then the wave 2, targeting that A, B, C in that wave 2 correction. But thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do join the Discord where we do Elliott Wave education every single day and Elliott Wave updates every single day. And join the YouTube channel so you stay up to date with all the videos. Thank you so much for watching. It's been MaxTradesCrypto. Cheers, guys.